Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Nomisano Nambusi, and this is a channel where we talk about life, we talk about passion living, and we talk about building African legacies. Today's topic is 5 things that drive me nuts in rural SA. Um, Last year I made a video and talked about 3 reasons why I've relocated from the city back to the rural SA. And so today is probably the first follow-up video I've done since then, and I'd like to talk about the 5 things that drive me nuts in rural South Africa. I moved from Johannesburg in October 2020 to Mount Fletcher in the Eastern Cape, and the move has been bittersweet. It's been sweet in the sense that it's been great being home, less expenses, more comfort, and just being able to take care of the matters that I needed to take care of as the eldest amongst my siblings. The not so sweet parts, the bitter pits, the ones that drive me nuts, are the ones that I'm gonna talk about today. But today we only talk about 5. First one being customer service. That one is the number one because I face this every day. Every time I have to step out and do something, then I have to have this customer service encounter. Okay, let's start from the beginning. What is customer service? Customer service is a way of life, it is a culture, it is a way of putting the customer first in every aspect of your business. You will find customer service in terms of how you get served in your local supermarket, by your local authorities when you go to the government offices, or when you go to the bank, or anywhere where you are a customer and you have to be served by somebody. We call that customer service. Having been in the city, customer service was a top notch matter in every business because obviously competition is rife there, and every business knows that they need to intensify how they treat their customers. The customer needs to feel like a king and a queen, because obviously if you don't do that, then they move on to the rival businesses. Now, fast forward, Mount Fletcher, rural South Africa, it's a completely different experience. How so? We have one ShopRite store, we have one Boxer, we have one post office, we have one everything basically. And even those, they're like miniature size versions of what you'd find in the city. And the population is mostly low income earners, grant earners, which I am one too now. And then they don't really know much about customer service or how they should be treated and what's or not. So I find that in my experience, remember, this is now my personal experience. I'm not saying that everybody sees it like that. I'm just saying, in my experience, the people that are attending customers in this town are not cognizant of how they treat customers. You get treated like shit, excuse the word, but you do get treated like shit. If you go to ShopRite and you're buying something, or you're inquiring, or you're paying for your goods, it almost feels like they make you feel like you need to be begging or like, yeah, they are so special that they are helping you pay for your goods. You need to be bowing down to them, and I find it frustrating. You go to the post office, you want to inquire, and first they assess you from head to toe how you look, and then they decide how they're going to treat you. Customer rights do not exist in this town, I swear to God. You go to a government office, you will experience the same. Having said that, I must say, Uguti, there's 2 categories. Ne? There's the younger generation, which is more customer centric, I would like to say, because they're more knowledgeable, they're more open to being kind to people. If you go to a government office or a post office or anywhere, and you come across a young person, or you go to the hospital, you come across a young nurse, a young daughter, you're likely to leave with a much more positive experience than if you go there and you find the older generation. What surprises is the fact that the government institutions and customer service in general is underpinned by the Batupili principles, which is putting the people first. Putting the people first. So if you are listening to this video and you do serve customers, whether in a store, in a government office, anywhere where you serve customers, I'd like you to urge others, your peers, take cognizance of how you treat people. People are not trash, but in this time, you're made to feel like you do not matter, like you are trash, and it's just wrong. Okay, I'll hold it right there before I get mad, super mad. Now let's move on to the second part, which is knowledge gaps. You go to a bank. We only have one bank. Oh, now we have two, I think. Okay, but you go to a bank, you're looking for a specific service that you've enjoyed whilst you're in the city, and now you're looking to inquire about that, and you get there and they tell you there's nothing like that. You're like, no, I know, because I have it, or I've done it before. But you realize that actually these people that you're talking to, they have no idea about what you're talking about. I assume it's because some of these things, they don't actually come across customers that have those needs in the smaller towns, because life is pretty basic here, and I've also seen it as well when there's national projects that are happening and you happen to be a member of, or a participant, or a role player in that project, and you are based in the rural area, you find that information filters down to the rural areas very slowly. Everything happens in a haphazard manner. There's not enough information that gets cascaded. Actually, the people that are cascading information to the rural areas, when it reaches these areas, the people are not able to absorb it, because it's new information. They're unfamiliar with most of the terms that are being spoken about, the technology, because rural South Africa is still not technological in their ways of doing things. This is a huge problem that I think needs to be fixed, because it's quite frustrating thinking about the fact that if we cannot reach the knowledge and information that will help us grow, especially in this digital era where we could basically just grow as well as the cities because we have access to digital markets, but unfortunately that is not happening because of the information gap. If you're watching this video and you are in the city and you have a role to play in terms of how information is filtered to the rural areas, please, I urge and applaud you to do something about this. Do something. Now we move on to the third one, which is entertainment. Oh my God. It's Monday today, it's Valentine's Day as I'm recording this video, and if I had a date or someone that could take me out on a date or anything like that, I would still have one of the biggest challenges on my hand of where do we go? What do we do? There is no entertainment in this town. The only entertainment, it's a tavern. Any other entertainment? No. It's a tavern. If it's not a tavern, kumcimbi. If it's not umcimbi, it's a tavern. Oh guys, please, we need some entertainment. We need some lively things to do, something exciting to engage the mind, the body, the soul, step out of our normal daily routines and just explore our relaxed selves in settings that are inspiring. coming from Johannesburg, where you're spoiled for choice really, and the only thing that matters and decides what you can and cannot do is what you love and your pocket size. In this town you could have the heaviest pockets, and trust me, you will not have anywhere to spend your money on entertainment. If you live in Mount Fletcher, or you're in Johannesburg and you're planning on relocating back to Mount Fletcher, please, please, please open up a restaurant, open up a casino, open up yo, my god, the list is endless. Would love to have talent shows, would like to have music and venues, would like to have art galleries, would like to have parks, would like to have cinemas, would like to have all kinds of things that can make life interesting here. The weird thing is the fact that nature entertains us abundantly, in the sense that our surrounding is beautiful, it's scenic, it's refreshing, it's so great to be here in nature, but man needs to compensate what nature doesn't do for us. A little bit of entertainment venues would really, really, really help, and entertainment events, ones that can cater for the younger generation, the mid generation, and the older youth generation, and the young adult generation, and the magogo generation. I think there's room for entertainment. And thinking of it like that, the first thing that comes to mind is those are opportunities that can be explored, and bring employment, growth into an area. Well, I think so. Think about it. Think about it. The fourth one is privacy. This one hits me the most. So this one hits me the most because of who I am and who I'm born. I come from a royal family. My mom is Princess Kehosatsana, and my father's family is quite prominent as well. So from birth until now, one has been in the public eye when it comes to Mount Fletcher, not nationally, just up in Mount Fletcher. Generally, everybody knows me and my family and my kids. They know you even long before you open your mouth and introduce yourself. Everywhere you go, people already know who you are, even though you have no idea who they are. Okay, so that is now a personal circumstance, right? However, even if it's not a personal circumstance, you're just an ordinary resident of the area, there is zero privacy. Everything you do, everybody knows. You can't have secrets. Big brother's always watching. Who came to the house last night? Whose car was that? We've seen someone new in the neighborhood. Where did you go the other day when I saw you driving out? Okay, I get it that the people that live here and grew up here are used to that. It's their way of life. But for me, the person that left here specifically for that reason, because I just wanted some privacy to grow up and explore life without the pressures of societal eyes, It's a tough pill to swallow, to be honest, because now I find myself retreating back into that shell which I had long outlived, because now I need to be cognizant of and respect my parents' legacy. I wouldn't want to taint it in any other way, but at the same time there's still the fact of I'm a human being, I'm me, I'm not them, I'm different from them, and it's not as easy to be a creative, free-spirited woman in this area without feeling judged, nitpicked, uh, and so forth. It breaks my heart because it kept me away from home for many years. But again, I can't stay away anymore, so I have to face the music. But again, this is my privacy policy disclaimer. My life is my own. What I do is my business. If you get to see me, it's fine, keep it to yourself. And if you have opinions about how I do things, implement them yourself. Because I'm living my life. You should live yours the way it suits you. Right? Right. That's it. Closed. Last one. Dating. That is now my number 5 thing that drives me nuts in this town. Well, in Johannesburg, there were millions of people. You met strangers every day, everywhere. Actually, it was a rarity to meet someone you know. In this town, everybody knows everybody. There's a handful of men and women. You've all grown up together. And the dating pool is so limited. If you don't like anyone you grew up with, you're probably gonna be single for a very, very long time. So if you are planning to move back home from the big city, make sure that one, you're sorted, you've already chosen your person that you're relocating with. Or if it's not the case, then be ready to start digging deep into all the people you grew up with and trying to figure out who is a better pick. Or be ready to travel for love. These days we have online dating, so I guess you could do that and meet someone else in another town, then do the travel dating thing. I don't know, but fact of the matter is it's quite challenging to date here because the pool is limited. And well, if you date that person, you go out on 2-3 dates, maybe you do 3rd, 4th base once or twice, you don't like him, you're stuck with his face for the rest of your life. And that is the truth. So you kind of don't do that, obviously, because word goes around very quickly and reputations can stick. So yeah, that is my wrap up. And if you have watched this video, you liked it, please follow, subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with other people that you think might enjoy it, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.